Hey, I just wanted to say that this call is gonna be really deep and there might be some triggering things. I did put a trigger warning, but I just wanted to say it at the beginning too. Trigger warning, I talk about a lot of deep mental health in my past and stuff, so it could be triggering for some people. But yeah, I I'm really enlightened by this call, so yeah. Okay, bye. Mwah.
Hey, I'm calling you because I want to get deep. I want to get deep with you for a second because you're my bestie and I did shadow work, which is literally just answering a question. And some deep shit came out. Also, if you hear music or anything, my neighbors are having a pool party. So, great timing. Anyways, it's fun. It's summery, bitch. Okay? Whatever. Okay. Also, look at my hair. Also, I have boobs today too because I discovered that that bra thing where you attach it and it makes. Anyways, Lauren has boobs now. Okay, let's begin. If you feel like you're not enough, I told you we're getting deep. Okay, bitch. If you feel like you're just never enough, and if you need in order, especially for a romantic relationship, if you need to be super 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 pretty because you're just too fucking weird for everyone, hey, are you me? Because that's how I feel. Okay. I have my journal here, that's why I keep looking down. I was doing shadow work and I was like, why do I think I'm not good enough for a good guy? Because Lauren's dating history is literally almost zero. I went on a date when I was 15 or 16. That's the last date I've ever been on. I'm 20 now. And yeah, and I never necessarily put myself out there, but it's I don't know. Don't fucking question me, bitch. You're not, you're literally just watching. I'm like, so I said, why do I think I'm not good enough for someone who's just cool? You know, my dream person. Why don't I think I'm good enough? And it's not, you can say, I get comments sometimes Lauren, you're beautiful. And that's not the point. It's just this inner belief. You know, if I looked like fucking Megan Fox, I would have that belief. You know what I mean? It's not a matter of beauty. So this is what I answered. Because I'm weird. Okay, point blank period. At least she's self-aware. Okay. Oh, that next one's a little too deep. I don't know if I want to do that. I'll say it kind of. My mom and dad separated when I was really young, and it's because of this. I don't even want to say it, but it's in case someone I know watches this, but it's alcoholism. Okay, anyways, so I never really told anyone this, but growing up I always felt like I was in competition with alcohol, you know, which if you've ever been to a bar with me or just a party, I never go up and get a drink. I always my cousin, he's good for this, he'll give me sips of his drink, or he'll give me a drink or go get one for me, but I never get my own drink because I'm always I can't identify with it. There's something in me that if I go buy myself a drink, I'm working with my worst enemy. You know what I mean? It's just that kind of way, and I fucking love my dad. My dad is so good. Anyways, it'll be in here. So, holy fuck. My own dad chose drinking over being with me. So that's the story I told myself as a kid. Is it true? No. There's a lot more into it than that, queen. But that's just a story I told myself as a kid. So he chose to leave me. And yet he's still a good person, because he is. He's literally when I think of a good person, it's him. He's overly good and sweet. Which is where I like to think I get my kindness and empathy from, but yeah. So he's still a good person. Good people can leave too. They can cheat, leave you for something that they prefer, or distract themselves from life. Good people can leave. Bad, hurt people won't, because you're their support system. And weird people like me won't, because maybe you're out of their league. I don't know what I said, but yeah. And then that was like one of my things where I'm scared to put myself out there and try like dating someone, because I'm attracted to men, which means I have to go and date men. But like the one male figure that I had like was a really good person and really sweet, and I love him, but when I was a kid he left, you know what I mean? He was still in my life, but he wasn't here. And it just, the story I told myself is that good people can leave me. You know, if I start dating someone and they see it was always like a prettier girl or like someone just better, then they can straight up leave me. Like, why would they stay? You know what I mean? So that one part just really ruined me, because I was like, holy fuck, Lauren, like, I just think I'm weird and unlovable. Like, is that it? It was so crazy for me that I realized that. Because like it's so ironic, because when I was a kid, I always wanted to be like a pop star or like an actress. Like, I wanted to be famous. I wanted to be seen, bitch. And I still do deep down. But these stories that I told myself as a kid, it's like, I didn't want to be seen. I had a fear of being seen. Because if I am seen and they don't choose me, then holy fuck, that would ruin me. You know what I mean? Or if they leave again, like, that would fucking ruin me. Honestly. And I think that's why I just didn't actually date. And I just didn't show anyone who I truly was, because I just thought I was this weird bitch. I just thought I was a weird hoe, you know what I mean? Like, and I listed this shit down that I'm insecure about. I'm not enough because I'm weird. And I wrote down specific shit, okay, bitch? I'm weird. I sweat a lot. This is something I got from my motherfucking father. I sweat a lot, and like my armpits, like if I'm wearing any kind of shirt, like there's gonna be pit stains in it, girl. There's gonna be pit stains, like I can't help it. And I just sweat a lot, even if I'm not doing anything. Like it just happens. So I said my armpits sweat, I have like a ridge on my teeth. I just ate. It's really kind of weird, but on this one, it's straight. On this one, it's like bumpy, because my jaw's crooked. I can't really chew on that one side, so that's why it's still a ridge. You probably never fucking noticed that, did you? But that's something Lauren is insecure about, okay? I have strawberry legs. I have braces. I think I have cavities. Fuck. Anyways, that's not really an insecurity, but it came up, okay? My English French accent, like when I speak French, quand je parle le français, des fois, c'est comme mon accent est plus anglophone que français, puis j'aime vraiment pas ça. Like, so sometimes when I speak French, my accent is more anglophone than French, and I really don't like that. And that's why even going to a French school, like I used to speak English low-key, because like I was like people used to point it out, and I was like, fuck you. My posture, and like also my dreams. Like, I want to be an actress, singer, songwriter, and like perform in front of people. And I want to model too. I want to travel the world. I want to do this, like record YouTube videos and talk about, it's like literally like a diary to me, this, like, and I'm a YouTuber right now. Like, especially where I live, it's so, like, if you dream that, you're weird, you know what I mean? People don't really dream big here. It's just because my mom knew about manifesting that, and she allowed me to dream as a kid, so that's why I'm doing this, you know, on YouTube and stuff. But there's a lot of people in my life where they just go to college and do the normal thing, which if that's their dream, that's amazing, but it was not for me. And I really felt like backlash, and like almost like kind of like the loser of my family because I like am not going to college. You know what I mean? And like I'm not gonna have like a for sure career. You know what I mean? It's like if you go in the trades, then you'll for sure get a job. You know, and that's what they're mostly a lot of people are doing. And then I'm here like trying to do YouTube and shit, create art and live out my motherfucking dream, and they're like, oh, that's a good side gig. You know what I mean? And it's just so hurtful, and it just makes me feel like a loser sometimes. But yeah. Then there was other things written down, but I don't know if I'm ready to say that right now. But and then I started feeling more positive. I was like, I am weird. Dot. Someone who loves me would love the ridge on my teeth. They'd bring extra deodorant with them wherever we go. They'd speak French with me and compliment my accent. And they wouldn't care about my strawberry legs. They wouldn't care that my teeth aren't pure white, because my teeth aren't pure white. They're kind of like yellowy to me, and I fucking hate that. It's because I've had braces for so fucking long. Anyways. And I said they love that I stick my tongue out. Because I always do that. I go, ah. They love that I stick my tongue out and have big dreams. They'd pump me up when I sing and take my acting classes, and they'd go to the gym with me, and they'd love me because I'm intuitive, spiritual, and meditate. I believe in cool shit like reality shifting and manifesting. And then I said, someone can see me for me, not just for the makeup. And that was really #poetic, hello? That was really poetic of me, because I feel like my whole life I've always been wearing like a full glam, you know, full face of makeup, and not showing anyone like when the makeup's removed. You know what I mean? I posted a TikTok about that, and I kind of explained it in the caption, but that's really what I mean, is like just putting a mask on. Throughout high school, like, I did not tell anyone, even my best friend, I did not tell her that I had a social media account, because I started my TikTok account and my YouTube, I think, in like 10th grade. So I was turning 16, and I was like best friends with this bitch, and I told no one, because I was so nervous that they wouldn't like it, even though like deep down I knew I was so proud, and like I loved doing it. You know, I talk about reality shifting. J'adore shit comme ça. Like, I love shit like that. And meditating and manifesting. Girl, I have been manifesting since I was like 6. My mom taught me when I was a kid. Like, so much shit like that. And I just hit it all. Because I didn't want to be hurt again for being seen. You know? I didn't want anyone to leave because there was a better option. Yeah. So I'm really glad I was made aware of that, you know, because that's the thing with shadow work. And I didn't cry, like, it wasn't intense or anything. It was like, oh, you know, it's just being curious about where your beliefs come from. That's really what it is. Just a curiosity for your beliefs and your past. Yes, sometimes I'll cry, sometimes it will be intense, but other times it's just a calm awareness popping up. But I'm not crying, I'm just fixing my eyelashes. But yeah, it's like, and it's crazy how, like, the root of it, or like the connection to it. Like, I would have never assumed that I don't really date because of the story I told myself when my dad left when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't leave, he just like moved out. But yeah, I was like, oh. You know, and now I know why I don't like to order my own drink in bars, or I don't really drink, is because I have this a bit toxic relationship with alcohol. Not because like I need it or anything, it's just because it was my competition when I was a kid. Like, that's what I felt like. And yeah, it just seemed like the root to all evil, man. Comme vraiment. But that was like my first hurtful moment as a kid, was when my parents split up. Like, I was 6, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was 6, and they had split up, and I was like, what? Like, aren't mommy and daddy supposed to, like, live happily ever after? Like, what? Why are you showing me all this Barbie shit? There's always a happy ever after. And there is, you know? It was this. It was this, and they have such a great relationship, and it's actually really inspiring. Like, that was my mom's first manifestation, is that her and my dad would have a great relationship, and they're literally besties. Like, it's so cute. As for me feeling like enough, it's still hard to talk about. Because I don't know what it is, but sometimes I just feel like I need to do something in order, not even just to get something in return, just to, like, be alive. You know what I mean? Like, I remember one time my friend had come over, my best friend from high school had come over, and because I asked her to, because I was crying, I was so sad, I was so annoyed with my jaw, because, like, I'm surprisingly not that insecure about it now. I'm very thankful for that. I grew a lot, but in January, like, I had a full-on mental breakdown about my jaw, and I was fucking ugly with it, and Tetsu, and then I called my friend, and she came over, and it was so scary for me, like, her coming over to, like, console me and talk about my feelings was fucking, that was one of the bravest, that's the bravest shit I've ever done. Like, that's insane for me. I used to never, ever tell anyone how I felt, what I did. You know, I was just, deep down, I wanted to be seen. I wanted to be an actress and a singer. But in real life, I was too scared to show myself and to just be fucking, for someone not to choose me again, you know? Like, and it all, I feel like it all comes back to when I was a kid, you know? I felt like my dad chose something else over me. That's a story I had told myself. Is that true? No. But that's a story 6-year-old me told herself. So then she came over and I cried, and I was like, I feel fucking ugly with my jaw. Anyways, I cried, and, you know, she was very talkative and, like, helped me. And then we watched old Shane Dawson videos after, and it was so much fucking fun. And she had to go, and we hugged, and it was a genuine hug, and then I genuinely said, she said I love you, and before, you know, I'd say I love you too, and it was uncomfortable for me, because I was like, I don't know, it's like really vulnerable saying I love you, even like platonically. And then I genuinely said I love you back, and I felt it in my heart. I was like, oh my god, she's literally my best friend. She's like my soulmate in this life, platonic. Oh my god, I fucking love her. But and I'm almost crying for that, because, like, even, like, platonic relationships were never important to me. You know, like, I rather stay home or hang out with my fucking mom or my cousins. Like, my cousins are my best friends. Like, I'm very close with my family, but like, friendships, I never really took that seriously, because I was like, I wouldn't show myself to them. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't know me, because I would always have my makeup on. I'd have full glam on. Like, they never saw what I looked like with my makeup off, you know? Metaphorically. I put a mask on, and then that's who they thought I was. And, you know, some parts of that girl was me, but not everything. Like, but now I'm reaching out more. I'm asking for help more. And it's really working out. I'm doing things that I'm scared of, and it's really helping me. Like, even digging up that old belief really helped me, and that was scary, you know, because you never want to dig up dirt on your past. It's buried, you know, goodbye. No, I dug it up, and it was like, oh, now I understand myself more, you know? Just that playful curiosity about your life, just being the observer. Holy shit, it feels so good. It feels so good. And, like, I was just so tired Like, my body was so depleted after that. I was like, okay. So then I took a nap and then I got ready and recorded this video because I'm just such a little munchkin. People never assume that I'm not a confident person or that I'd ever think like this. You know? It's like, I remember I was hanging out with my friend and he was like, oh my god, I would have never guessed that you weren't confident, you know? Because I do, you know, fake it till you make it. I do that a lot, and I try and work on my posture and my body language and also, like, just my energy and the thoughts I tell myself and shit, and it has worked a lot, you know? But then when it gets down to the nitty-gritty stuff, it's like, oh my god, you know, like, if a guy flirted with me the other day and I kind of like backed off and ignored him, where I could have just been curious, you know? I could have just been open to it. I don't know that guy. Maybe he would be good for me, you know? I don't know. But I was really, like, I would run away from it because it's scary and unknown, and I don't want to do that. And if we go on a date, then I have to tell him about myself, and then I have to tell him what I do, and maybe he won't like that I'm a YouTuber, and then maybe he'll think I'm weird, like, and then maybe he'll just leave and run away, like, again. You know what I mean? That's just, like, my number one fear at this point, I guess. But, yeah, like, it's so scary how if you show yourself out there and put yourself out there, put your art out there, hey, c'est pas tous les gens qui aimeraient ça. You know what I mean? It's like, your art can be judged, you can be judged, and you can be left, you know? You can be second best and someone can choose something else over you. Hey, that hurts. That fucking hurts. And I think that's why I just would always try extra hard, like, in friendships and in my relationship with anyone, I'd always offer them something. Because I was like, well, I can't just sit here in silence and not do anything for them. Because I'm not enough. You know, Lauren by herself wasn't enough to stay in someone's life. That's pretty harsh, but it's true. It's the story I told myself. Because, well, my own father didn't choose me. Again, not true. The story I told myself as a kid. But that's the belief I had, so I was like, well, fuck. I'm never dating. I'm actually never honestly being vulnerable with someone. Ever, by the way. Yeah. And that's how I was. I was never vulnerable with anyone. I would cry in front of my mom sometimes. When I was a teenager, I did not. But when I was younger, I did, obviously. But I would just hold it all in. I'd go in the basement, I'd cry. I know how to cry silently now. And I still do sometimes. You know, you just hide your whimper. And you hide it all. And it goes in your heart and your throat. And then your heart and throat chakras are fucked. Because they're so blocked. Because you have so much unfelt feelings in you. And then one day you just break it down. And then you feel all of them. And it's so intense. I think that's why my jaw's crooked. Because I just was never enough. Like, I never thought I was good enough to express myself. I never thought that I was good enough for someone to hear me talk about my feelings and about my dreams. You know? Like, there were so many things, so many times I was scared, I didn't say anything. So many times I was uncomfortable, I didn't say anything. So many times I was sad, I didn't say anything. Like, I just thought that even if I ran away, I remember I thought about running away. I was like, yeah. But I was really young and I didn't do it. But I remember I was like, if I, trigger warning, if I were to leave or run away or just disappear, no one would care. And that is such a hurtful thing to say about yourself or to think about yourself. And I don't know how old I was. But I was just like, I'm not really needed here. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing here for me. I love my mom. I love my sister. I love my dad. I love my cousins. I love my pets. I love my house. I love so many things here, but it doesn't reflect back to me. You know what I mean? And I remember, I just got the chills. I don't think like that anymore, obviously, but I remember thinking like that. And nothing ever happened. I never tried anything or anything, but that's just, it was thoughts that would pass through my mind, and I didn't mind them. You know, they didn't seem crazy to me. And I remember I was in the bath. It wasn't that long ago. I had recorded a YouTube video, actually, about it, but I never posted it because it's really deep. But I remember I was in the bath and something came over me. I forget when it was, if it was in June or May or April, but I literally bawled my eyes out because there was a TikTok talking about how trigger warning again, like I did not think this video was gonna get like this, but how if you were to leave and disappear, how your room would stay the same, how your world would, you know, would stay the same basically, but your mom's world would change forever, and your sister's world would change forever, and your dad's world would change forever. And now I'm gonna cry. And then I really started thinking about it. For me specifically, and I was like, oh. Like my mom's world would change, my sister's would too, my dad's, my cousins, my friends, my pets, you guys. And it's such a harsh reality check when you realize that if you were to disappear, other people would remember and miss you. And I just wish that I made that realization when I was younger, and that it didn't take this long, but whatever. Like, I just think about my grandma sometimes. She passed away when I was 17, and how much I really fucking miss her all the time. Like, you don't know how much of an impact you have on people. You don't. Because, you know, life just seems so fleeting, and every day just sometimes feels really similar. And then you really don't think that you're changing someone's life, you know? And I remember I got a comment about someone who was like, Lauren, you really helped me. I need to clean it. You really helped me. Now I don't want to disappear. You know what I mean? And that just means so much to me. Because I kind of used to think like that too. And it's just, I'm still learning how to feel like I'm enough just by being me. You know, I still struggle a lot sometimes. But whoever's watching this, I don't really care what you do. I don't care what you look like, you are changing someone's life, you know? Like, there's always someone that will miss and remember you. Always. There's always someone. Oh my god. And coming from someone who used to have thoughts like that when I was really young, it's horrible to think that way. It really is. But I saw that TikTok about the girl talking, it was like a poem she read or something, and I just started crying because I was like, oh my god, I used to think that way. And I never made a big deal about it, you know. I never told my parents or anything, or my sister. I didn't make a big deal out of it because I didn't think I was a big deal, you know. I was always filling up other people's cups and not my own because I was not worth it. I wasn't worth it. And if I were to disappear, no one would care because I wasn't worth it. But people love you more than you think. I just left my part-time job, and my coworkers are gonna miss me, you know? And even, like, this is why you guys are, like, so important to me. Like, the fact that I'm always bragging about you. Because I'm like, I have over 25K on YouTube and over 100K on TikTok, you know? And it's just so wild to me. Because you guys see what I am. You know, like, YouTube and TikTok, like, just filming myself. That's where I thrive for some reason. Like, I can be completely myself and I'm not scared to do so. And you guys see that and you still choose to be with me. That is fucking amazing. If you would have told my younger self that, she would be shook as fuck, bro. Shook as fuck. She'd be like, ugh. That's not the story that we told ourselves, you know what I mean? Don't mind me fucking picking my nose with a Kleenex. Fuck. I did not. When I record these things, I don't know what they're gonna be about. So this one was a surprise. I didn't think I was gonna cry, but yeah. So another thing I wanted to say is, tell people how much you appreciate them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tell people how much you love them. Hug people all the time. I hug my mom whenever I leave the house. When I remember. I try to. I tell my mom I love you every night. You know what I mean? I always make sure to say bye to my sister if she's leaving. Like, I always... And I'll send random texts to my aunt because I love my aunt. Or just to anyone I appreciate. And I'll be like, you know what? I really appreciate you. Thank you for being in my life. And I'll make it personal. You know, it's like writing a letter to them. Because you never know when their last moment will be or when your last moment will be. I lost my grandma, again, when I was 17. The same one. And I thought she was going to be with me until I was, like, way older. You know? I thought she was going to be at my wedding. Hell! But she was such a big part of my life, and she's just gone. When I was 17. I was still a kid. I was still a teenager. I'm still a kid right now, but I was a fucking teenager. Oh my god, that was only 3 years ago. Holy fuck. Feels like longer than that, but ever since then, I started saying I love you way more. I started expressing myself. I started taking charge of my own life. And I started being myself in front of other people and learning how to feel safe in my body doing it. Because, you know, my body's not used to it. Hey, it's been a long time, you know. It's been many years building up walls, and now I'm finally breaking them down. Hey, yeah, get that jackhammer, bitch. Slay. And just doing what you love. Oh my god, I'm not wasting any more motherfucking time. Hey, là, j'écris des chansons. I'm writing songs. I'm gonna take acting classes. I need to research more, but I'm gonna take acting classes. And I'm posting on YouTube. I quit my part-time job. And I'm scared. I don't fucking care. I do it scared, man. You need to go after your dreams because you're not here forever, man. And I remember I was like, oh, I'll quit my job when I have this amount of money. And I low-key hit that amount of money and it still wasn't enough. It will never be enough. You will never have a big enough cushion. I'm not saying quit your job when you're broke. Whatever. Like, plan what you need. I don't know. But do it scared. Do not wait because you'll never fucking leave. You'll never leave. I was at that job way longer than I wanted to be. But I was just too scared to leave. I was too scared of what other people would think. So guess what? I didn't fucking tell anyone. Hey, okay? Do what you have to do. Okay? Because my grandma, she lived a beautiful life, but I think I remember her saying how she wished she, like, did more stuff. You know? She wished she was more, like, confident and daring. Which I, again, would have never assumed that my grandma was not confident. She was a motherfucking scary bitch when you pissed her off. You know what I mean? She was one of those. Like, she loved to cook. She was great at cooking. She was great at baking. And, like, when she'd, like, yell, it was like the French woman. You know when French people, ils font ça avec ses lèvres, comme, like, she'd fucking scream like, hey! I can kind of do the scream, but I won't do it. But it was fucking scary. And she was like my idol. I always wanted to be like my grandma. I'm literally named after her. Well, switched a bit, but yeah. And then her telling me that she wasn't that confident in her body, you know, she never felt that pretty. And that she wished she did more. She was too scared to travel. She never swam, you know. Like, I was like, oh my God. I'm uncovering a whole new person, you know. And then she died and I was like, whoa. That's a wake-up call. That's a wake-up call to tell people I love that I love them. And tell them what I want to fucking tell them. Like, Tim McGraw has that song, live like you were dying. Yeah. Do it. Oh my God. Tell people you love them. Tell people how you truly feel. And go after your motherfucking dreams. Yes. Go after your dreams, bro. Because I can't say this enough. You will figure it out. Oh my God, you'll figure it out. Hey, pourquoi pas? What is the absolute worst that can happen? And what are the probabilities of that happening? Okay? I am scared shitless. J'ai pas de job. Oui là, j'ai juste ça. I quit my part-time job. I don't have a job. I only have this. And I do tarot readings and shit. I'm figuring it out. I'm testing the waters. I'm 20. Je suis jeune. I'm young. Whatever. I don't care how old you are. Do it. Do it. You hear so many old people who are on their deathbed and they're like, have so many regrets. And you're young right now, okay? And I saw a Spencer Barbosa video. She was like going to her Pilates class or something. And she was like, I'm going to train super hard today because one day I won't be able to. You know? You can walk. Oh my God. You can walk. You're breathing right now. Can we just talk about that for a moment? Can we just talk about that for a moment? You're here. Oh my God. You are you. Bitch. That's fucking beautiful. That's so beautiful. So beautiful. And I don't just mean beauty as in fucking physical, even though you know you are, bitch. I mean beautiful as a whole. You as a whole are beautiful. You are so fucking unique because you're the only you. Hey. You're the only you. You want to make a social media account? Express yourself. Oh my God. Do what I'm doing. I don't fucking know what I'm doing. I change my shit up every day. Okay? Post on social media. Create your art. Whatever you want to do. If you want to be a nurse and help people, that's fucking amazing. Go do that. I don't fucking know what you want to do, but fucking do it. Okay? And I will record myself and talk about my life and shit like this while I also do it. Because I'm not there yet. I'm not popping my puss on a stage right now. Hey, I mean that as a singer, not as a stripper. Cool career path though, but not for me. I mean that as a singer. Like, I'm not on a stage right now singing. I will film myself on the journey. That's what this channel is all about. And I will be honest, and I'll be fucking vulnerable, and I'll fucking tune you out, bitch. Just kidding. Do it though. Like, seriously, do it. I cried in this video. Fucking do it. Holy fuck, I did not think I was gonna cry. This video is a pretty sensitive topic, so I'm gonna have to put trigger warnings and stuff in the description, but yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here because we're at like 40 minutes. But thank you for listening. Thank you for being on this call with me. I really appreciate it. I love talking to you. Like I said, I can always, like, in front of the camera, I can just be myself. I don't know why, but I can. And I really appreciate that. And I checked the comments of the other video, and you guys were like, kind of saying how it's refreshing to see someone dream big, you know? It's so, because, you know, you get curious, and like, sometimes you get a little insecure if your dreams are too big, but they're never too fucking big. Bitch, dream. Be really specific with your manifestations, or with your goals, your future goals. And also, listen to this. You want it so bad because you already have it in the future. Yeah. You want it so badly because you already have it. The future you already has it. Okay? Okay. I think I'm gonna go now. I need to, like, blow my nose for real. You know? Not just a pussy blow like I was doing. I need to, like... Okay? And I don't want you to see that right now. You know? It'll be too loud. Yeah. You get it. Okay? Also, had poutine and onion rings. It was so fucking good. I went to Quebec to go get poutine. C'était bon. Anyways. Okay. I'm gonna go now. Bye. I love you.